Right, Spurs manager Ange Postecoglou, he's been speaking to the media ahead of tomorrow's Europa League final against the mighty Man United. It's live right here on talkSPORT, and he took issue with this question from a journalist.
Hi, Ange. If you win tomorrow night, this is going to be remembered as one of the best seasons in the club's modern history. But kind of conversely, if you lose, it might be remembered for one of the worst league seasons in the club's modern history. I just wondered if you're kind of conscious that you're walking a fine line between kind of two very different types of infamy and history, really.
That depends on your outlook, Dan, but I'll tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will be, mate, and you're really disappointed that you would use such terminology about a person who, for 26 years, without any favours from anyone, has worked his way to be in a position where he's leading out a club in a European major competition. For you to suggest that somehow us not being successful means that I'm a clown, not really sure how to answer that question.
I mean, he does it to himself every time. He does it to himself.
But Ange,
what's the matter with him?
I've
Good question, to be fair.
He was, but I have got some sympathy with him because he's right. He's worked hard to get to that position. He's leading out a Spurs side in a European Cup final, so that you can't smirk at. But on the flip side, Ange, look where your team are in the Premier League.
100%. The question was bang on the money.
You've been absolutely appalling. I know you've had the injuries. I understand that, and it's all part of the game. And you've had significant injuries. But Tottenham Hotspur Football Club cannot be 16th, 17th in the league. The only teams that are below you are the teams that got relegated. Yeah. That is nowhere near good enough for a club that size. So I think in that regard, like the journalists were spot on.
And also, you know how media works. Don't give them another headline. And also, the country's divided who they want to win, right? If you're a London club, you want Spurs to lose, etc. But don't give people another reason to not want Spurs to win.
And again, the journalist, he's 100% right. He's walking a tightrope.
Of course he is. It's a superstar if you win it.
Both managers are walking a tightrope, if you're honest.
Exactly the same.
Because whoever loses, they have had the most horrific season.
Yeah. If Ruben Amorim loses, there'll be question marks as to whether or not he can do the job.
100%. And same for Ange Postecoglou.
Great question.
It's exactly, you got 16th and 17th in the Premier League for a reason.